If you get stuck on the side of a road with a flat tire, do you know what to do? If you have a dead battery, do you know how to fix it? I went to Quetico, which is the Canadian wilderness, and a little bit about the rest of the trip first. We left on, we left on Saturday afternoon, and we got into Minnesota at late Saturday night, and Sunday night we went into the wilderness, and we crossed into Canada, and we camped one night, and we camped another night. We fished a lot, and we just had a good time. I remember it was me and, can I say names?
Yeah.
Okay. It was me and Noah Leixenring and his dad, and Mark Anderson, and a couple other people you won't know, and Andrew Sampson. And I remember Andrew and Noah learned a lot because they hadn't been on a trip like that before. But Monday night we were all fishing, and Andrew caught a northern that was, it was a small northern, but it was the first big fish he'd ever caught, and he thought that was really cool. And when you're camping, you need to set bear barrels because there's bears, so that they don't eat you. And so you put everything in a barrel and then take it up a tree on a rope. And when Brad, Noah's dad, was setting the bear barrel, he stepped back and got his foot caught between two rocks, and his foot, you've got your foot and then you've got a bone here, and it went back like that and broke those two bones. Mm-hmm. So we had to take him back to the hospital with a broken foot on a canoe and down trails and stuff. And one of the hardest things having somebody that can't walk is having to carry extra stuff. That meant that each one of us had to make an extra trip carrying things that he couldn't carry and carrying him. But we got back to Minnesota, and we took him to the hospital, and he had an x-ray done, and we thought that it wasn't going to be really bad. They could just put him in a boot and it'd heal fine. But he needed surgery, and he had pins put in his foot. And he had pins put in his foot. And we continued the rest of the trip. We just stayed in Minnesota and did day trips to waterfalls and stuff and fished. But this summer he went with me and 8 other people, and we went on a 50-mile hiking trip. So in a year he made a complete full recovery and hiked and stuff. And I learned how to, oh man, I just lost my train of thought.
How to...
I now know how to deal with somebody that's injured in the wilderness and what not to do. Not to try setting it or anything like that, because that can just cause more pain. And what I'm saying is that you should be prepared if you're going anywhere. If you're going on a camping trip, make sure that you have everything you need, that you aren't going to get stuck someplace and look dumb. But just be ready for anything.